So, Joseph Robinette Biden II, the winner of the 2020 election and current president of the United States, was at the OTAN headquarters, also known as NATO, and was asked, something came up with Donald Trump, Orange Man. I don't know why the Orange Man is being, talked about here. He's orange, and he's a loser. Donald Trump, again, is the loser of the 2020 election. He's also an orange man, and he's a loser. But anyway, Joseph Robinette Biden II was at the OTAN headquarters, and he brings up Donald Trump. Let's watch.
I'm too long in the tooth to fool with this any longer. And so we're a long way off in elections, a long way off. My focus, if any election, is on making sure that we retain the House and the United States Senate so that I have the room to continue to do the things that I've been able to do in terms of grow the economy and deal in a rational way with American foreign policy and lead the world.
Any mention of, by the way, COVID killing 1,000+ people a day, 9/11 every 3 days? Anyone? COVID? No? Okay.
Be the leader of the free world. So, but it's not an illogical question for someone to ask. I say to people at home, imagine if we sat and watched the doors of the Bundestag broken down and police officers killed and hundreds of people storming in. Or imagine if we saw that happening in the British Parliament or whatever. How would we feel? And one of the things that I take some solace from is I don't think you'll find any European leader who thinks that I am not up to the job. And I mean that sincerely. It's not like, whoa, it's that.
I mean that sincerely. It's not like, whoa. Man, I gotta say, I love Biden. Like, his Biden-isms are great. I mean that sincerely. It's not like, whoa. What the fuck? Biden is MK Ultra right now. Like, this guy is getting his mind controlled. Alright, all right. Now, I just want to say, if European leaders think you're up to the task, that's saying a lot about those European leaders. Like, if I am like someone in Denmark and I'm hearing from Joe Biden that everyone in Europe loves me, I'm going to think I don't know who the leader of Denmark is, but I'm going to think, man, my leader loves Biden? Whoa, that's a problem. Thinks he's up to the task? Really? It's like, whoa.
I am not up to the job. And I mean that sincerely. It's not like, whoa, it's that. The point is that when the first G7.
I'm sorry. What? What?
I am not up to the job. And I mean that sincerely. It's not like, whoa, it's that. The point is that when the first.
Like, am I high? Or is it like, does that not make any. It's not like, whoa. Goddamn MK Ultra. I'm saying it right now. I'm putting my foot down. This motherfucker is gonzo. Fucking MK Ultra.
And I mean that sincerely. It's not like, whoa, it's that. The point is that when the first G7 meeting I attended, like the one I did today, was in Great Britain. And I sat down and I said, America's back. And
I just want to say, Great Britain? I mean, it's a decent Britain. Is it great? I don't know about that. Petition to rename Great Britain the Mediocre Britain.
One of my counterparts, colleagues, as head of state, said, "For how long? For how long?" And so I don't criticize anybody for asking that question. But the next election, I'd be very fortunate if I had that same man running against me. Thank you very, very much.
This is a problem, y'all. Now, let me just go look this up real quick. Let's look on Real Clear. So I'm looking on Real Clear. Okay. So, according to Real Clear Politics, the polling aggregator, Donald Trump is on average 3.7 points ahead of Joe Biden for 2024 polling. Now, obviously, 2024 is a long time away, but I really need everyone to understand. Donald Trump, the guy who is still whining about losing the 2020 election, he lost in 2020. That's why, again, I just played a clip from Joe Biden. Donald Trump is not speaking at the OTAN stage. Why? Because he lost. He's no longer president. Joe Biden is president. But we really need to talk about this. This guy lost in 2020, pretended that he won, pitched such a hissy fit where people died. Thousands of fucking morons stormed the Capitol attempting to kill his own vice president and other politicians. And he is 3.7 points on average ahead of the sitting president, Joe Biden, winner of the 2020 election. Donald Trump lost. Joe Biden won in 2020. Now, again, this is polling for 2024. This is not good. Biden should be plus 10. I need to remind everyone, the other guy, Orange Man, literally lost the election, had such a big hissy fit that he led a giant fucking mob to storm the Capitol. 5+ people died, hundreds injured. The goal was to murder the vice president. They set up gallows. They were chanting, "Hang Mike Pence." They were trying to hunt for Nancy Pelosi's office. And he is, I mean, this is bad. Like, I need everyone to really, like, this is not good. So when other world leaders ask Joe Biden, like, yeah, I'm glad you're here right now at this moment, but are you going to be here in 4 years, 5 years, 6 years? And if not, who's going to be? Joe Biden publicly is saying that he's going to run in 2024. Okay, I mean, if you want to say that just so that, you know. But here's the problem. Look at the sidebar here. Look at this. Kamala Harris, 13-point disapproval rating. Donald Trump, or rather, I should, minus 14-ish. Donald Trump minus 6, Joe Biden minus 9. So right now, current number 2 would be Kamala Harris. Nobody likes her. Kamala Harris is a loser, right? Joe Biden, if he runs in 2024, it's debatable whether or not he would beat Trump at this point. And I say that because I want him to do better. I want him to do things like decriminalize cannabis nationwide, like he campaigned on in 2020. He said, if you elect me in 2020, weed will be decriminalized throughout the whole country. He said that. Kamala Harris said that. They both said that. 2 people that I voted for in the general election of 2020 campaigned on decriminalizing cannabis nationwide. That has not happened. Now, again, you might be wondering, oh, Congress, blah, 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 there's Joe Manchin. Okay, fair point. Guess what? That doesn't matter. They can reschedule or deschedule cannabis instantly with a stroke of a pen. So they just lied. They campaigned on student debt relief. They did the bare minimum. They said, oh, no, we can't do anything because Congress. Oh, it's a Congress. And but then they did like 10,000 or some shit. So why not do 50? Why not just erase all the debt? I don't know. Their first excuse was, oh, the Congress needs to do it. We can't do it. And then they did a little bit, which proves that they can do something. Like, is it in the Constitution that the president can only wipe out $10,000 of student loan debt and anything higher is constitutionally illegal? That's what the Constitution says? Now, go fuck yourself. We know that doesn't make any sense. So again, the Build Back Better plan, the other thing he campaigned on, along with the $15 minimum wage, by the way, what happened to that fucking shit, right? But okay. He campaigned on Build Back Better. We're going to build back better. Apparently, now again, people love to tell me, Joe Biden, this is what the liberals were saying. When I was campaigning for Bernie, when I was knocking on doors in the primary for Bernie, the liberals were saying, you know what? Joe Biden knows how to run the Senate. He's a senator. He was born and raised in the Senate. He was the youngest senator ever elected when he was elected, and he spent most of his life in the Senate. He knows how the Senate works. Don't worry. He's got this. Apparently not, because Joe Manchin originally said he'd be for a $4 trillion social spending bill. In January of 2021, Joe Manchin, $4 trillion sounds about right. That's Joe Manchin talking. President Joe Manchin. Then Bernie Sanders was like, how about 10 trillion? We really, our country's kind of fucked up. And so 10 trillion honestly is not enough, but I'm willing to present this as a plan. Then Joe Biden was like, let's meet in the middle. Right? No, it was like Joe Manchin was like, well, how about 1 trillion? Well, you said 4, but okay. And then Joe Biden was like, let's meet in the middle. 3.5 trillion. 3.5 trill. Hell yeah. It's like, whoa. So then, again, I want to remind everyone the timeline here. Then Joe Manchin gave a private memo to Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer saying, I'm only going to do 1.75, nothing more. Chuck Schumer, because he's the Senate Majority Leader. He knows how the Senate works. Chuck and Joe Biden, they go way back. They know the Senate in and out. They know every single senator. They've got the years-long relationships with all these senators. Like, they know the Senate through and through. They could run that Senate with their eyes closed, with their hands tied behind their back. They're super senators. They're not regulars. They're super senators. So Chuck Schumer decided, you know what? I got this memo. I'm going to keep this a secret for 6 months. So then, eventually, Joe Biden and the progressives were like, all right, 1.75, let's just fucking do it. Okay. Then Joe Manchin was like, just kidding. Psych. He did nothing. Build Back Better's dead. Rip. So again, I want to be very clear. And Joe Biden in this statement says he's going to do everything he can to keep the United States Senate. Is he? Is he really doing everything he can? Is he really?
Who thinks that I am not up to the job. And I mean that sincerely. It's not like, whoa, that's the point.
So again, I say this because, in my opinion, if the Republican Party takes power, it's going to be the world's over. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. We'll see. I think if the Republican Party takes the presidency or takes the Senate in the midterms, we're fucked. And not in the good dick way. We are fucked. Okay? I want Joe Biden to do everything he can. I want him to pass Build Back Better. I want him to decriminalize cannabis like he campaigned on. I want him to do the things that he said. I personally think if Joe Biden did everything he said he would do and nothing more. Now, again, I'm a communist. I'm an anarchist. I am as far left as you can get. But in my opinion, I think if Joe Biden literally just did what he campaigned on, I feel like he would be able to coast to a re-election. I do. I genuinely do. So I don't think I'm being unreasonable when I say Democrats should at least try to do what they campaigned on. You know what I mean? Like, do I want Biden to give us Medicare for all? To defund the Pentagon, defund the police? Defund the health insurance industries? Defund the real estate industries? Would I love that? Absolutely. Nationalize oil and gas, nationalize the energy sectors, nationalize energy production. Would I love that? Absolutely. New public, would I love all bullet trains across the country so I could get to California in 10 minutes? I'd love it. But I know that's not going to happen. So I say, let's hold up Joe Biden to the standard that he set in the Democratic Convention of 2020. The standard that him and his party got into a room and put forth. The Democratic Party platform of 2020. I say, let's start there. Because if they did that, I think that they would be able to win in 2022. Maybe in 2024. So I don't think it's unrealistic or unreasonable to ask Biden to do what he did. And right now, there is no reason why anyone should plan on a Biden White House in 2025, there is no reason why anyone should plan on a Democratic Senate in 2023. As of this moment, I'm ringing the alarm bells. I'm saying right now, as of this moment, okay, March 25th, 2022, still there are primaries going on in a lot of places. Vote for the best candidate in the Democratic primaries. Rule number one. Then, I know, even if the fucking motherfucker wins, the bad motherfucker in Democratic primaries, I know, I understand, I fucking hate it too, I get it. But in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, I vote blue no matter who. When it comes to House and Senate, right now, the idea that a Republican majority is even feasible in either the House or the Senate is horrifying to me. As a trans person, the Republican Party has literally, basically openly said it's open season on trans people. We're going to kill them all or die trying. I'm going to say, hey, yes, the worst Democrat, Joe Manchin, horrible guy. I'd rather have Joe Manchin than, a Republican. I'm just saying. But again, we need to be pushing as much as we can, electorally and non-electorally. I didn't mean to turn this into a huge speech, but I mean, my God. It's like, whoa.
It's not like, whoa. It's
What the fuck? What the fuck even is that, man? I don't even know what that is. Anyway. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I'm drunk, so bear with me.